Your engine is dying right now, and the worst part? You have no idea. No warning light, no strange noise, nothing. Just a $6 oil filter sitting there, quietly destroying your engine from the inside out. Today I'm going to show you exactly which filters are doing this, which ones mechanics actually use on their own cars, and what you need to switch to before it's too late. Stick around, because filter number 4 is the one sitting in most cars in America right now. Let's get into it. Filter number 1, K&N Gold. On the surface, this looks like the real deal. Heavy canister, performance branding, even that welded nut on the end for easy removal. It looks like a product built for serious protection. But here's the truth most people don't know about K&N. These filters are engineered around high flow, not maximum filtration. For a performance engine running hard on a track, that trade-off makes sense. For your daily driver, especially if you're stretching oil change intervals, that trade-off is a problem. Multiple teardown comparisons show that K&N filters hold up under pressure, but their filtration efficiency and media density are not class-leading when stacked against true extended life filters. More oil flow means more fine particles slipping through over time, and those particles? They're silently grinding down your bearings, your camshafts, your piston rings. Is K&N a bad filter? No. Is it the right choice for long-term engine protection? Not even close. Filter number 2, FRAM Extra Guard, the most recognized oil filter in America. You've seen it at Walmart, AutoZone, every quick lube shop in your town. It's cheap, it's everywhere, and that's exactly why millions of drivers trust it without thinking twice. Here's what they don't put on the label. The FRAM Extra Guard is built to hit the minimum standard, not beat it. Inside, many versions use cellulose media and fiberboard end caps instead of full metal. That's fine under normal conditions, but under heat, pressure, and the longer oil change intervals that come with modern synthetic oil, those materials start to break down. Here's where it gets dangerous. Most people today run synthetic oil and go 7,500 to 10,000 miles between changes. This filter was never designed for that. Once the media fills up, the bypass valve opens and your engine starts running on partially unfiltered oil. Use it correctly with short intervals and it survives. Push it beyond its limits and it becomes a liability. Filter number 3, SuperTech, Walmart brand. This one sparks arguments every time I mention it. Some people swear by it, others won't go near it. Here's the thing, both sides are actually right. SuperTech filters are often manufactured by Champion Labs, which sounds like a green flag. And on paper, newer versions post decent filtration numbers for the price. The problem isn't always performance, it's consistency. Across multiple teardown comparisons, some SuperTech units look solid. Clean pleats, decent construction, acceptable media density. Others from the same brand show uneven pleat spacing, lighter media, and weaker internal bonding. In filtration, inconsistency is the same as failure. You don't know which version you're pulling off the shelf. For short intervals, it works. For long-term protection on a vehicle you care about, it's a gamble. Filter number 4, Prime Guard. Most drivers don't even think twice about this one. It's on shelves at independent shops and local parts stores. It's priced below mid-tier filters, and it looks like a smart way to save a few dollars. Here's the red flag. There's very little verified performance data available for Prime Guard. The major brands publish clear efficiency ratings, something like 99% filtration at 20 microns. Prime Guard? That information is vague or missing entirely. Construction tells the same story. Basic cellulose media, low pleat counts, lighter internal support. Less surface area means the filter fills up faster. When it fills up, oil flow drops. The bypass valve opens and your engine runs unfiltered. It won't blow up on you overnight, but over time, it quietly shortens your engine's life. That's the danger most drivers never connect back to the filter they bought. If this is already saving you money on maintenance, hit subscribe. I break down these hidden car costs every single week. Now, let's get to the filters mechanics actually trust. Filter number 1, UX and NAPA Gold. These two are built on the same foundation, and they've earned one of the strongest reputations in the industry for a reason. A technician with 42 years in the shop told me something that stuck with me. He said simply, "I've never seen a Wix fail." That kind of statement doesn't come from a brand deal. It comes from decades of real engines, real wear, and real consequences. What actually makes them different? Metal end caps, a reinforced center tube, and consistent pleat spacing that holds up under pressure spikes and extended intervals. The media uses a blended design that increases contaminant capacity while keeping oil flow stable. And many models include silicone anti-drain back valves that reduce dry starts. This isn't marketing. This is proven reliability, and this is exactly what you want in an oil filter. Filter number 2, Mobil ONE Extended Performance. If you're running full synthetic oil and stretching your intervals, this is where the conversation changes. And this isn't brand hype, it's about matching your filter to your oil. Mobil ONE Extended Performance filters are built for long service intervals. Internally, you get synthetic blend media with very high pleat counts. More pleats means more surface area. More surface area means the filter takes longer to saturate, oil keeps flowing under load, and the bypass valve stays closed. Construction is solid across the board. Metal end caps, reinforced core, thick outer canister designed for cold start pressure spikes and high RPM. Silicone anti-drain back valves for better startup. Protection. Here's the bottom line. If you're paying for extended life synthetic oil but running a cheap filter, you're canceling out the benefit. Don't do that. Filter number 3, AMSOIL EA Series. A lot of you called this one out after my last video, and you're right. This filter deserves more than a quick mention. The AMSOIL EA Series is built around full synthetic nanofiber media. It means extremely high filtration efficiency, capturing very fine particles that other filters let through, while still maintaining strong oil flow. Most filters trade one for the other. This one doesn't. Construction is exactly what you'd want. Metal end caps, durable center support, high contaminant capacity. These filters are rated for extended intervals when paired correctly with AMSOIL oil. So why isn't everyone using it? 2 reasons: price and overkill. For short oil change intervals, you won't come close to using its full capability. But for someone who wants the best long-term engine protection available, this is one of the most precisely engineered filters on the market. Filter number 4, Purolator ONE and Boss Series. Before we wrap up, this one needs a serious spot on the list, and it's the one most people overlook. Purolator has been in filtration for over 100 years. The ONE and Boss series are where that experience shows up. The Purolator ONE is already a high-efficiency filter, typically rated at 99% efficiency at 20 microns. That puts it ahead of most standard filters on the shelf right now. But the Boss series is the real standout. Built for extended oil change intervals using full synthetic media with very high contaminant capacity. That means it holds more debris without restricting flow, so the bypass valve stays closed longer and your engine stays protected. Metal end caps, strong center support, uniform pleat spacing, and silicone anti-drain back valves. Everything that should be in a premium filter is actually there. This isn't hype. It's one of the most complete oil filters you can buy at a price that still makes sense. Here's where I want to leave you. The gap between a good oil filter and a bad one is not $30. It's 50,000 miles of engine life. It's the difference between a vehicle that hits 200,000 miles and one that starts burning oil at 120,000, and you never understand why. The filter is the last line of defense between clean oil and contaminated oil, circulating through every moving part of your engine. Spend the extra $4. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment right now. What oil filter are you running? And how many miles are on your engine? I read every single comment, and I will tell you whether you're in good shape or whether you need to make a change before your next oil service. If you made it this far, you're already ahead of 90% of drivers on the road. You now know what's inside those canisters and what it actually means for your engine. Hit like if this helped you. Subscribe if you want to keep catching these things before they cost you a repair bill, and that video right there will show you the one other maintenance item that mechanics say causes just as much hidden damage as a bad filter. Watch that next. I'll see you there.